Hello, and welcome back to the Westminster Baptist Church Kennel Club Dog Show. Quite a day for a dog show, isn't it, friends?
Absolutely beautiful.
Stunning day. Packed field.
Great. Great day. Oh, wait, here we go. Here comes Vinny. A marvelous toy poodle and as white as all of God's finest creatures. Look at that prance. You know what's great about this dog? Very easy to sneak into cemeteries to defecate onto the graves of dead gay soldiers. I think he could be taking home the Fred Phelps toe tag this year.
Oh, we hope so. We hope so. Oh, look here. It's Mangala, the thoroughbred German Shepherd. Perfect temperament. Beautiful shine to that coat. And he believes that the Holocaust was more like 6,000. So, I think it'll give him an edge.
Gorgeous animal. This next one coming up here is one of my personal picks, gentlemen. I think he's the sleeper in the field. This is Skinnerd. He is a coonhound. Feisty, strong upper body, and often used to guard liquor stores in Flint, Michigan. Wait, whoa, what? Hang on. What do I see here? This is he's wearing a rainbow flag bandana?
That's not going to be good for him.
Not good. Not good.
Ooh. Coming up, Skinner's euthanization, and more from the Westminster Baptist Church Kennel Club Dog Show.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Normal World. Ooh. I am Dave Landau.
I'm quarterback Garrett. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, son?
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing good,
I'm
too,
doing good.
bro.
What a great dog show.
Dude, fantastic dog show. Great turnout.
Yep.
Beautiful people.
A lot of murders.
A lot
of
of
the
hate.
animals.
Hate, too.
Yeah, a lot of hate. But, you know, that's what you're going to get. And welcoming, how do you say it?
For the second time.
Second time.
2 in a row.
2 days in a row.
Yeah.
This week, please welcome. He'll be joining me actually
Oh.
at the Columbus Funny Bone in 2 weeks in Columbus, Ohio. Please welcome Mr. Derek Richards.
Thank you for having me.
No trouble.
That was a great dog show. Fantastic dog show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I never knew that Fred Phelps got excommunicated from his own church.
Really?
Westboro
How did he
Baptist
do
Church.
that?
He got thrown out of his own church.
Yeah, how are you too racist for the Westboro Baptist Church?
That you started.
Yeah, that's really sad. Yeah, this guy's nuts. Yeah,
Like, this guy's a little extreme. We need to rein it back.
Yeah, he's a lot. Anyway, before we get started, if you haven't already, please, we're going to start doing stuff behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Go to Blaze TV and use code NORMAL20, NORMAL20 for 20% off. And be sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and do all that
Do
stuff.
all that fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
It helps the algorithms and it makes people happy. And those people are us.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did, man.
I saw a friend of mine, Shane Gillis. He took a picture with Donald Trump.
That was awesome. That whole fight was crazy. There was a bunch of people in the audience.
I feel there were so many conservatives. I was like, why did the bomb not go off? Like, I felt like
if you're gonna target,
I feel like they were like being tricked to be there.
like, wait a second.
And somebody was just like, come on, shoo.
What's that ticking?
Yeah. So, but Guy Fieri is actually in quite a bit of trouble, you know, from fans for taking a photo with Trump. The picture was taken at the T-Mobile Arena, like we talked about, at the UFC 290. Is that what they call it? 290?
We go 290.
290. According to NBC, the pair chatted it up for a bit, and Trump was also seen like with Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, the monsters. So, can you believe that celebrities said hi to each other? I mean,
Oh my goodness!
Disgusting.
We're living in a serious nightmare. Fortunately, though, Guy Fieri did release a statement, so let's see what he has to say.
Hey, it's Guy Fieri coming to you from Flavortown, and I have to address something. It seems that my audience are a little upset that I spoke to and shook the hand of Donald Trump, a very controversial figure, apparently. I'm a people kind of guy. I love people. I love bad people. I love good people. It's Flavortown. I appreciate it. How does Guy Fieri turn this off?
Weird.
Seem from the heart.
I feel like it is, yeah.
Who cares?
Why would you not like Guy Fieri? Come on, man. He's such a good guy.
Well, I saw people saying, like, I'll never watch your show again. I'm like, what do you mean? You're never going to be in a hotel at 3 p.m.?
Yeah.
He actually, he donated a ton of money to restaurants when they were struggling during early times in COVID. He donated so much money to keep places afloat. So, I mean, say what you will about him, but...
I like him.
A good guy.
He didn't have to do that.
But it doesn't matter what you did prior to shaking Trump's hand.
Right.
As soon as you shook Trump's hand, that all of a sudden unraveled everything.
Once you touched
like
that
Santa
little
Claus
hand,
could shake Trump's hand,
done.
And he's done.
Oh, and the best part is it's the second time, I believe, he shook Trump's hand on camera, and people are like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like,
dude.
what was wrong the first time? Like, it's just enough. Like, the guy, he's a good guy. He also went out and, he helped, like you said, a lot of restaurants. He's done a lot of good things for people and went against the COVID regulations, which, look, I don't want to go on my high horse, but they may have been a bit silly when they told you to build a restaurant outside of your restaurant on the street.
And then they were like, you can't use that anymore. We're going to shoot a movie across the street, though.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
let you watch.
Yeah. Also, please cover your outdoor patio restaurant we made you build, so now it's a restaurant outside.
Yes.
And then New York cabs
Genius.
were driving into it.
Yeah.
That should keep the COVID out.
Yeah, this is good.
Keep it
Working
real
like
safe.
working like a champ.
And you're like, what is this for? And you're like, a virus, I think. I don't remember anymore.
What do you want, Grandma to die? What's
Is there really anybody's hand that would disgust you so much that you just would not shake their hand if they walked by you?
Trudeau.
Seriously.
Michael Moore?
I'd question it.
Just a random question to throw out to anybody where it's like, I'm not a huge fan of, a lot of people, but I'll go ahead and shake somebody's hand. I can have that
nice.
exchange and just be cordial. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Be a human.
I'd be polite to almost anybody.
Right.
There's very few, maybe not.
Except Trudeau.
No, Trudeau might, maybe not.
Yeah. And it's not a white hand. It would be black.
Would you shake his blackface hand or his whiteface hand?
The blackface hand.
He's
It wouldn't
got
be a shake. It would be a bump.
His shaking hand would definitely have black paint all over it, but his white shake.
Might come back a little smudged.
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
What? Oh, it's blackface.
And he's just like, hey,
Mommy.
I'm Trudeau.
The Toronto Zoo, actually, it has told its visitors that it can't show videos to the gorillas there because the gorillas spent too much time. It's like obsessed with screen time, and it's stopped interacting with other gorillas. So, it's a little addicted.
Well, the zoo director thinks, they're going to become addicted a lot like people are.
Right.
That makes sense. But that's what they're doing.
Well, they're saying that people
We're
are
all
addicted to
gorillas.
phones. I haven't seen any proof, school shootings. And as far as I know, well, I think it's fair that we talk to the zoologist that's actually there. Yeah,
it makes sense.
I don't know a lot. I think I know plenty, but maybe not a lot. So please welcome, if he's here on Skype, zoologist, the late Charlton Heston.
David, you babbling buffoon. You think it's all a joke, but the people started showing the apes videos on their telephones. Monkey see, monkey do. Now we have a chimpanzee who knows how to play the Steinway piano. The gorillas are making rifles out of ape dung. We've swiped left on our own civilization. Damn YouTube! Damn YouTube all the hell!
Thank you, Charlton Heston, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Powerful. And I think I'm going to take it into account. When I'm thinking
That's
about
good.
gorillas and how they interact with people,
That was good.
Charlton.
What do you think about gorillas?
There had to be one. What was the one final video that made the zookeeper finally go, all right, enough?
This is enough.
I mean, was it Pornhub? Was it,
What was the
photos on Grindr? What finally?
Cat videos.
Cat videos.
Cat videos.
What was the one with they teach sign language? Children of a Lesser God.
Yes.
Human Centipede. What was that one called? I can't remember.
Human Centipede, yeah.
Yeah, was it that one?
Oh, yeah, Human Centipede.
Yeah, was that it? Congo.
Congo.
Gorilla,
my sesame
gorillas in the
cake.
mist.
Yeah, was that it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
exactly.
gorillas
What was
in the
that?
mist.
What was the gorilla that they convinced the entire population of Earth that could talk? What was that gorilla's name?
Slam, the talking gorilla?
What are you talking about?
So there in the 70s and the 80s, they convinced everybody that this gorilla could speak sign language.
He could.
And no, she couldn't.
I think he could.
No,
Do you
she
remember
couldn't.
that?
Wait, I'm gonna look it
It
up.
was found out that
This is who I'm talking about.
No, yeah. It was found out that it was just a video, and they were basically telling the monkey what to do and going like, hey, sign this, and then it signed it.
She was a
after
liar?
the 80th time. Yeah.
That was a lie?
Yeah.
How am I finding this out? Do you know what I'm talking? You know.
I can't remember
'Cause
the
they were
name.
like-
It's not Bubbles
yeah.
because that's Michael
No,
Jackson.
that's the one that Michael
Coco?
Jackson
Coco.
had.
Coco the
Coco,
imposter.
totally
Abe's sign
fake.
language was a bunch of babbling nonsense.
Totally
Are you
fake.
serious?
It's what Big think.
Where's that gorilla now?
Probably
Dead.
dead, right?
I hope they broke his fingers and it's burning in gorilla hell.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the gorilla's fault.
Yeah, it was.
The gorilla was like, I don't know.
He was in on it as much as everybody else.
There was
Tell
also one
me.
named Nim Chimsky, which is
Nim Chimsky.
Come on.
Oh, come
Nim
on.
Chimsky.
Come
What
on.
was the name of the?
That's hilarious.
Didn't Sigourney Weaver play the sign language person in the movie?
I think so.
So basically, this gorilla was what was the goofball's name who couldn't see or hear and was a complete
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller. So
yeah.
this was the Helen Keller.
Complete goofball.
Just the silly goose. Helen Keller.
There's a lot there that may not be true too.
I've heard that too.
I mean, because like, come on, she couldn't speak, hear anything, and all of a sudden it's like, what she's saying is we're all one color. It's
And
like,
they
no,
did the
she's
same
not.
thing with Coco. They went, hey, Coco's like, please stop cutting down the forest.
It's like Coco's not saying
Coco's
that.
ain't not saying that. Coco's like, me hungry, give me banana.
Yeah. Coco's going to rip your face off and eat it. That's why one of my favorite stories ever was the lady who brought a banana bread birthday cake to, it was in Connecticut. And it was the Old Navy gorilla. If you want to look this up.
yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, happy birthday. It's banana bread or whatever brought, you know. Yeah. And the gorilla ate her face, like ripped her eye out.
Was that the lady that lived with the gorilla? She got the gorilla, was living with it.
And she gave it
Question.
Xanax and Vicodin. But that's not the one who got ate. It was her friend. So the lady who was giving it Xanax and Vicodin was fine. But the friend who was like, hey, I brought some banana bread for your husband gorilla. The gorilla ate her face, and then she lived for a while with the face transplant. And boy, did she look like the first person that got a face transplant. You don't want to be
Harrowing story.
Yeah, you don't want to be the first person that got an anything transplant. You're like, yeah, that looks like a trial and error.
So apparently the banana bread birthday cake was the bad call. Fentanyl or some other, or ketamine would have been a great
Downer. A downer. You want to take the gorilla down.
Yeah,
you want
don't
it to
get him
be
ramped
easy, chilled out.
Yeah.
Well, he had Xanax, but it's like you need a dart gun to take it down just in case it decides to eat your friend's face while it's sitting there having, Chardonnay and soup.
Have a backup, at least.
And it's Hawaiian
I don't
shirt.
care how good of a friend someone is. If they've got a gorilla in their house and they invite me over for a party, I'm going to be skeptical.
Yeah, you're going to be on your toes. You're not going to be
you're not
relaxed.
wouldn't you Google effects of banana bread on a gorilla?
Well, if you do Google that, which I'm trying to do, there's so many attacks.
Yeah, I believe the
a
police.
lot.
I can't find the one you're talking
because
about
they're
there's so
wild
many.
It's an
animals.
I believe the police killed him, and it took a lot of bullets. I could be wrong, but it's a gorilla, so it's not
Yeah.
going to be just one.
Right.
That's like that time the kid fell into the gorilla pit and had to kill it. Oh, that was
That was
Harambe.
sad. It was a Harambe because he was trying to take care of the kid,
Harambe.
and they're like, "We have to murder the gorilla."
Yeah, because you never know. He might just turn and snap the kid in half because he's got that gorilla strength.
Yeah.
They're very jealous too. I think that's true. Yeah.
They do get jelly. Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It's sad. Well, too bad for these gorillas. I think
really tragic.
I think we're the. But yeah, if they start learning, like maybe those kids were showing them how to make bow and arrows.
Or pipe bombs.
Yeah.
Or TikTok challenges.
That's it.
We could take them out if we start doing that, though.
Yeah.
Instead of giving them something that they could like think about how to make a tool or something, you give them TikTok and they
Right.
just become
Start
stupid.
snorting Tide Pods.
Yeah, maybe they just start twerking and become idiots
They
like
start
the rest of
drinking,
our society.
They start drinking milkshakes and pretend to be dead.
Oh God.
What do you
TikTok.
think about the fact that like this gorilla started becoming less social the more like screen time he had? Do you
Makes
think that
sense.
says something about like
No.
I don't know the state?
It does.
Not at all.
That's everybody.
It says
That's
nothing.
Yeah.
That's all of us. Look at anybody.
Yeah.
Look at any group of people in any setting. Doesn't matter where you're at. Whether you're a restaurant, airport, terminal, anywhere.
Yeah,
Me and Monkey.
Everyone is exactly.
Get it, Monkey.
we're on the show. The
I'm
show's
sorry. I'm
happening.
just stuck on this. I watched the video. Got to watch it again. Can I
Guys.
get a banana?
What?
What?
Hey, we're
Oh,
recording.
right now.
Sorry.
Yes.
If I don't look at my phone, my brain hurts. Yeah, of course it is
vacancies from
it
the
affects
inside.
everything that we do. We're addicts, and it's a dopamine trigger. So we're just like, like me. Like me.
And all the marketing people and all that. I mean, it's a whole thing. We can
They're
get into
smart,
this, but
though.
yeah. They just want to buy tiny seconds of your time and just keep you looking at it for ad space.
It's
and
that turning
just-
over the rock with your little monkey brain. You're like, what's under this rock? Ooh. What's under this rock? What's under this rock? Ooh. There could be something even better in the next one. You just keep going for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of monkey brain, we will be right back after this word from our sponsor.
Hey, I'm Paulie. Are you tired of having only one funeral for your loved one's dead pronouns? Hey, me too. That's why here at Paulie's Pronouns Funeral Parlor, we're willing to have 2 funerals and only charge you double for both of your beautiful person's proper pros. Here at Paulie's Pronouns Funeral Parlor, we've got 2 different chapels in 2 different areas for 2 different viewings at 2 times a day. Conveniently located here in the heart of Chicago. And listen, you can trust my family. We are a Chicago institution. My great-grandmother gave syphilis to Al Capone.
That's right. Paulie Pronouns Funeral Parlor. Whether you are... Is this just how he wrote it?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. Whether you are getting rid of your loved one's body who has pronouns, or they just don't want they pronouns no more, come to Paulie's Pronouns Funeral Parlor and give them the funeral you always wanted.
That's what he said.
We should vet the sponsors, I think.
Was this ad copy
For
talk
now.
to text?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
It's just what it says.
Yeah.
It's how
We got it in a text message.
It's some of it's phonetic.
Yeah, there's like 3 Italian flag emojis.
Yeah. It's really weird.
And a lot of these. I don't know how you got those in there, but
That's what you do.
yeah.
It lets you know, like, hey, that was good.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, that'll heal.
Hey, what's your pronoun? Is it he day?
Hey, that dinner was
Pizza pie,
cold.
how about that? Hey.
Put an ice pack on your eye. Huh? You got blood all over my dinner shoes. All right, so breaking
Breaking news.
Oh, I missed that. Anyway, not hitting
No.
a girl. I've never done that.
No, a woman.
No. I've never hit a woman.
No,
Never.
imaginary.
No. Well, yes, I've hit a
Blow up doll.
somebody who was once a woman. Anyway, breaking new. Wait, well, they weren't trans. I just didn't
No.
feel that they were a lady. Anyway, breaking. If their manners spoke for themselves, I gave him one of these with a side of this.
Get one of these right here. Mm-hmm. You get those brass knuckles? Then?
Yep,
Teach 'em what's
decorated
what.
the house. We call it painting the room red.
That's the way.
I put on my hitting slippers.
Is that a Hallmark movie? Christmas in July with Dave.
Oh, we should do that on the other show. Not this. This two shows ago.
Yeah, we should.
We're just like, oh, Charlie. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to bleed all over your hand. I'll go.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to ruin your suit with all my eyebrow blood. All right, so. Speaking of which, we have an open invitation to that other guy, so hopefully he comes on.
Yeah.
That from 2 shows ago. I want to be clear that this is gonna
this is getting
cause
deep.
a stir. Anyway, breaking news from my home state of Michigan: child marriage was just now in 2023 made illegal in Michigan, which means
Wow.
I'm single.
Fascinating they waited till 2023 to do that.
Yeah, apparently Governor Gretchen Whitmer, probably the finest governor in the history
absolutely.
of time, signed a...
Oh, my God.
Isn't she the worst, dude?
Beyond. Unreal.
If you could strike a woman legally and get away with it,
It would be her.
yeah.
Probably still legal there.
I think you can still hit a woman in certain parts of Michigan.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Definitely Flint.
Oh, yeah.
Flinch.
Dearborn.
Well, Dearborn for sure. Like,
I
no
mean,
joking.
That's their culture.
That is the culture. I mean, if it's like, hey, your whole body is not covered.
Mm-hmm.
Right to the kiss.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whack in the beak.
Whacking the burqa.
Yep. It's so true, though.
It is true.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole town. No offense, guys, but I know you're not watching. Anyway, Governor...
Because the Blaze signal gets scrambled.
Yeah, over that area.
From all the
Doesn't...
CIA and FBI.
Oh, yeah. Like they...
Check in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe at one time.
Yeah.
Now they're like, do whatever. Here's...
Field day.
This is your place now.
Go enjoy it.
Yeah, have fun.
What's that awful woman's name who's the mayor there?
Lightfoot?
Where in...
No,
that's
Chicago.
Chicago.
That's Chi-town.
And she's
I mean,
gone.
horrible woman. She
gotcha.
does come to the top of your brain.
Deer Park?
Dearborn.
Dearborn.
Anyway, who cares?
Whatever.
Yeah, awful. Gretchen Whitmer, the gorgeous Gretchen, signed a bill yesterday raising the age requirements to 18. Wow. Michigan previously allowed 16 and 17-year-olds to marry, with consent, of course, of a legal guardian. And probate judges could allow children under 16 to marry.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Like
Apparently.
down to what? Like I want to see the filing for the lowest one.
But are kids even into marriage anymore? But child marriage already dropped.
Kids into marriage.
Are kids into that?
Well, I mean, is that
Just
what
question.
they do?
I don't know.
Like,
It's not like they're like, getting engaged. And I don't think it's going down like that. I don't
just
know.
be curious. Somebody
Lot
getting
of little boys
married at,
dropping to one knee.
what would be the youngest recorded age of marriage in,
Right.
in
That's what
in
I'm gonna
Michigan?
look it
It's
up.
like,
And
you
when?
know,
What was the date? What year was that youngest one?
Well, it's not like it's World War II where you marry somebody when you're 18. I was never hanging out with the buddies drinking it like, I'm going to go off and, fight the Krauts. And maybe when I come back, I can marry my sweet Eleanor.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? That's not what's going to happen.
No.
It's like 45-year-old dudes sliding up to a little girl and being like, "Oh, you're mine now."
So before 2023, Michigan had no minimum marriage age.
At all.
No minimum at all.
At all.
Are you serious?
What is this?
What's disgusting? I didn't
How
know
whacked
that.
out would that be? Because you look at it now and you figure, you meet somebody online and you're like, oh, I'm divorced. Oh, how long you been divorced? 13 years. You're 22.
Yeah, it's like... It also explains why my grandparents were only 9 years older than my mom.
Yeah.
There was a 16-year-old girl married to a 45-year-old man. That was
That's
all right.
not,
What I said.
not too long ago.
that was not too long ago. There are those cases.
That's disturbing.
How would you let that in your house?
Yeah. Like
Where
what?
it's just like, yeah, that's fine. Who
I
are you?
love him though.
Do you guys remember Courtney Stodden and that guy from Lost, or that actor, whatever
Yeah,
he
he was from the Green Mile.
Was he? Yeah, the Green
Yeah.
Mile.
Do what?
Yeah, so it was
The
Courtney
guy
Stodden.
who didn't wet the sponge.
Yeah.
And apparently any grown woman's either.
Jesus.
She looked like she was like 45, though,
It's
to
like
be fair.
third grade. Let's
Yeah,
go.
she did. I mean, when he went up to her, he was like, I'm sorry, you're how old? Well, I guess.
The weirdest thing I ever saw was at a comedy club, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This couple was in the front row, and this guy was awkwardly older than the girl that was next to him. And I'm like, you guys seem awfully close. I'm like, oh yeah, it's my fiance. And I'm like, oh, how'd you guys meet? And he goes, I was married to her mom.
Excuse me?
So it was, So he's marrying the stepdaughter.
That's disgusting.
Beyond.
What is he from Hollywood?
I know, right?
It's like, how did you meet? Well, she cracked her head open when she fainted. She saw something she didn't need to.
We had so much in common. Like, I don't
Forgot to
know.
lock a door.
Like, I don't know her mom.
Dude, that's disgusting. I don't know. How could you
Beyond.
do that? And then you go to like your own family. You're like, you remember my wife, Deborah? That's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's mine now. Hey.
Yeah. You like that?
Myrtle Beach, though, you said yesterday, Myrtle Beach, one of the most sex trafficked areas.
Yeah.
Which
Huge human trafficking there. I
it's
mean,
one
now
of the port
these
cities, so
Yeah. I mean, it's
not
not
a
really
port.
like a port city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a recreational tourist area, but yeah, that creeped me out.
Sex tourist. Want to marry your wife's daughter, Woody Allen. Anyway,
I'm so disturbed by this, man.
it's weird. I guess teen marriage, though, did drop after all the suicides during lockdown.
Yeah. Well, less on the market.
Yeah, not as much meat.
Too bad.
I just never. Not as much as
there's a food shortage.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not enough veal on the market.
Most child marriages per capita, though.
Yeah,
Nevada.
that's not at all shocking.
Nevada.
Most
Per
were
capita,
two. Most were two Elvis.
Well,
outside of Las Vegas, there is nothing in Nevada. I mean,
it's all desert.
It's desert. I mean,
Deserts
there is
and aliens.
You have Vegas, and then
Childhoods.
you have Reno, and like 8 hours of just surface of the moon between the two places.
And then every time Lake Havasu dries up, they find 8 gangsters.
Yep.
Oh, Lake Mead.
Oh, Lake Mead. That's what it
Mead,
is.
yeah.
Where's Havasu?
Havasu's in Arizona.
Oh, that's why I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
Lake Mead. Because I love
Every
that.
time Lake Mead drops, they've been finding these 50-gallon
Just
barrels with
barrels
body
of
parts in
bodies.
it. Can you imagine there's got to be some mobster somewhere just looking at his buddy going, I thought you took care of this.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
I
50
did
years
too.
ago,
you
man.
said they wouldn't find them. He's like, I don't know. I thought fish would eat it by now.
I didn't take into account global warming.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
I don't know.
Look, if I knew we were polluting the earth like this, I would have gone about it a different way.
I would
But
use lie or something.
We got to
you know?
start thinking about what we're doing to the planet.
We gotta do a sketch.
The
like
mob meets Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
that. Environmentally conscious mobsters.
Mobsters.
Yeah, you're going. They're going to Antarctica. They're like, you can't bury him here. Look at that ice cap. It's almost fully melted. That polar bear's gonna die.
You got this body in the back of a Plymouth? You know how much gas this thing
This
guzzles?
is insane. I told you to get a Tesla. I even got a discount on it.
Trying to get one of those EVs.
Good Lord.
Treat
The whole
treat
reason
the
we're
world
killing
right.
this guy is for what he was doing to the planet. His factory was destroying the whole neighborhood.
Had to end that.
The environmentally conscious mobster.
He's just upset about it. Makes everything green.
Write that down.
People are like, that's a nice suit, Tommy. What's that, wool? He'd be like, what did you just say?
Is that biodegradable?
What'd you just say to me? This is cotton. You suggest I hurt an animal?
He's vegan too.
I'm going to show you what it looks like to hurt an animal. He's like, sees a girl with a fur coat, like in Goodfellas. He's like, where'd you get that coat?
Where'd you get that?
I wonder what that animal felt
Is
like
that
when
synthetic?
it died.
You gotta think of that.
Yeah.
The synthetic? How you feel about this?
Huh?
Little acid.
Maybe a girl there wants to know what it's like to be murdered for no reason and worn. Maybe she wants to be clubbed to death like a baby seal. Huh? Yeah? Give me the coat.
Give it a coat right now.
Give me the coat. You get out
What
of
is
here.
this, polyester?
You bought a Cadillac? Do you know what that does to the atmosphere?
We got a hole in the ozone layer.
See them both whacked in the car, like in Goodfellas with a pan shot, but it's just because of the pollution.
Just see a couple mobsters outside just smoking cigars and charging up their hybrid.
Yeah. The guy's dead in the meat packing truck, but it's just because of the meat and the pollution from the truck.
Yes.
We gotta stop putting this on the show. It's gold.
Yeah.
It's gold, baby.
We got the best vegan meatballs you ever had here. And these noodles are the best. Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Take care of yourself, take care of the planet. Everything here is recyclable.
Mm-hmm.
Did that guy just laugh? Speaking of foods, I don't know if you guys know this. It's pretty important. Derek, I think you already did. There was recently a disturbing TikTok trend where kids drank the new Grimace milkshake, and Alex Stein. We saw what happened there.
Yes.
They drank it from McDonald's and then pretended to die. We have a brief montage of some of those TikToks.
Just got the Grimace shake. Happy birthday, Grimace!
So, tell me, what happened tonight?
Help! Johnny!
They drank the shake.
Help!
And that's when it all started. They couldn't stop.
Couldn't stop what?
They couldn't stop Grimace.
Hey guys, how's it going? We just got the Grimace milkshake from McDonald's. It's Grimace's birthday. Happy birthday, Grimace. We're gonna try this out right now, see how it tastes. It kind of tastes like...
Man, this new Grimace shake from McDonald's is delicious. I don't know what all the fuss is about.
What did it cut away? I wanted to see the rest of that.
First off, this is bullshit because everybody knows the shake machine never works at McDonald's.
That's true. How does the Grimace one work?
Exactly.
How do they get purple in there?
Yeah. It's just the mold.
It's not broken.
Yeah. As a result, though, McDonald's has actually announced Grimace's departure via a tweet. And Grimace, did I say Grimace? Grimace. Hey, Grimace.
No, that's the Orthodox Grimace.
Yeah.
His cousin.
Grimace was reportedly later found in a hotel room with a noose around his neck and his suit pulled partially down. But McDonald's swears it was a suicide.
Oh.
Let's see a picture. You be the judge. I got to be honest. That does not look like a suicide.
Grimace.
I think there's.
Grimace didn't kill himself, man.
I think we know where the shakes came from.
Yeah.
No, but according to a Live magazine, Grimace is fine in a boat in Chicago with Jamie Foxx.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's good news.
Live confirmed it. I looked at that earlier.
That is good news.
They're on top of stuff like that, man.
They are. They're more on top of it than any other news source out there.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And for anybody who had the Grimace shake, I hope you enjoyed his cum. Now,
on Sunday, Elon Musk challenged Mark Zuckerberg to a dick measuring contest because they were going to box.
Right.
And then it got canceled. So he called him a cuck on his platform called Twitter.
Zuck the cuck.
Zuck the cuck. It's actually a pretty good joke. Look at that. Right there. I promise. Wait, what? I propose a literal dick measuring contest is what he said.
I feel like every day we're getting tested for glasses.
We are. I can't see. I need bigger text there. A heightened tension might be due to Zuckerberg launching Threads on Instagram as a rival Twitter. He's putting. What are Threads, by the way?
The new
thing? I'm too old for this.
So apparently people are saying like they're demonic or something. I have no clue.
I can't believe anything these days because everything is demonic. They're saying everything's demonic. So
I don't know why they would be. It seems like it's like a. I don't even
define demonic.
From the devil.
Oh, it's because the thread thing looks like 666.
Oh,
apparently,
okay. Like the logo.
I don't know.
But so does my birthmark.
Weird. The mark of the beast. Musk has threatened to legally sue him and Meta. I guess Meta over the trade secrets of Threads because Twitter has Threads.
Well, isn't it Facebook,
I've never used them.
Instagram, and they both go into Threads, and that's the idea?
I don't know what Threads are, so you're asking the wrong person.
Oh, that's right. You were just asking about it. Now I'm quizzing you.
You're like, you're younger than me. So Threads, what are they? And I'm like, is there a toddler around here? I don't know what
I don't want any more social media. I never wanted it to begin with.
So it's basically just Twitter that goes on your Instagram story. So, it's just basically...
So it's just Twitter.
It's just Twitter for Instagram.
So it's just ganking Twitter. When are they going to do a literal dick measuring contest? I want to see that.
I want to see how many they can measure.
Who do you think will measure the most dicks then?
Probably Zuckerberg has more time in his day to...
And he's like methodical, I feel like. He'd be like a robot. Like,
how many do you think you could get?
Thousands. He could probably measure thousands of dicks.
Easily. Oh, yeah. Easily.
Yeah, what do you think?
Easily. I mean, over what period of time are we measuring a certain number of dicks in like 6 hours?
I mean, that's true. We should put a timer on it, and then they can go out and do dick measuring.
Yeah. Do they need to be in the same location? Do we need to get a lot of dicks together so they can measure them? Or is it just like free will from your office in Facebook, from your office in Twitter, start measuring dicks?
No, it should not be free will. All participants should be surprised.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the funnest way to do it, is if a billionaire is like, I need to measure it.
That adds the skill. You got to get the pants off.
You're like, Elon Musk tried to measure my penis today at a bus stop.
Yeah.
I like how everything just reverts to us being 8 years old.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't matter if you got $1 billion or not.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they're relatable.
I'm just going to have a dick measuring contest.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, my dick's bigger than yours.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait. Is that what they're doing?
Oh.
They're talking about suing each other over trade secrets, and it turns into like, I'll box you. All right, let's measure dicks.
My dad's better than your dad.
Yeah.
He's tougher.
My dad could beat that up.
Totally devolved. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Why did they cancel the boxing match? Because I was so stoked for that. I wanted to see Elon take out Mark, and I feel like Mark was going down. Although, did you see the picture of Mark Zuckerberg training? He looked like he was like jacked. I was like,
Wouldn't it be
I feel
funny
like
though?
It might have been AI though.
To see one of them with CTE, like they'd still be brilliant, but then they'd also have CTE, so do things that were insane.
Like, I don't know, measure their dicks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not saying that it wouldn't be unpredictable now, but one of them just makes an atom bomb.
God. So Elon Musk's dad said that he shouldn't
fight.
What?
Yeah, he said it's a no-win situation, and then they changed it.
It's a win-win.
He says it would be total humiliation if he loses and be branded a bully if he wins.
That is the most dad thing ever, and I love the fact that you're calling your billionaire son and being like, buddy,
you're going to lose.
Like your son.
I know you basically made the electric car cool and you have more money than God, but what are you doing? You kind of look like a jerk.
Let's sit. Come here, sit on my lap. I know you're like 48. Sit on my lap.
Go ahead, sit down.
You've flown to the moon.
Who's
getting there?
Who's the winner in this, buddy?
You're going to Mars.
Yeah,
you don't stop.
When you land on the red planet, you're going to tell everybody how you punched a little Zuckerberg in the face.
He's on the spectrum, man.
Remember the Social Network movie when they made the two brothers look like he was the Karate Kid?
It's not a good look.
No, it's a horrible look.
What a stupid time we're living in.
But do you think would you measure dicks?
I can't wait to
Would I measure dicks?
Would you measure dicks?
I wouldn't do that.
Right now, though.
Oh, right now?
Me and you.
I'll do it.
Angela?
What do I have to do?
You don't have to look at it.
You don't have to look. You can do it from behind.
Just turn around?
Yeah, just turn around.
I'm Irish and it's cold, so I've got.
Oh, I see.
I've already won.
I'm working with
it's
the deficit.
Texas and it's summer.
I'll just. It's cold. It's cold in the studio.
He's a quarter black, and I have Italian in me, so I'm going and weighing my odds.
I don't even have a dick. It's more like a skin tag.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It offends no one.
Can barely see it.
People look at it like I'm rolling up with a car with 3 wheels.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's what you're driving today?
I've flashed people fully erect, and they haven't even looked down.
No.
Like, what are you doing, sir?
Who are you?
Put your pinky away, sir.
Yeah, you are Irish. And from Detroit.
Yeah?
That's what I like about you.
How was that? Growing up. How was that growing up?
Sorry. I don't have a cough button, we've learned. Or button for gurgles.
No, it's great. I mean, the area's, Detroit's like any other, Rust Belt city. I mean, you go back and, all the different ethnicities had their little pockets.
That's what I've heard.
And everybody forgets about that. I mean, you go to any city, New York, Boston, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland. I mean, they all had, your Germans were here, your Polish were here, your Irish were here, Italians were here. Everybody got along, but they were all in their own neighborhoods.
That's what was so odd about that Clint Eastwood movie.
Gran Torino.
Yeah, where they just
it was a great movie.
Great movie. But what was odd about it is they just threw in the Hmong culture, and we're like, we know what you mean.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of Hmongs?
No, there's no Hmongs in
None.
Detroit. There's every other race.
Other than that.
Do you think that's changed since you grew up, or has it gotten worse?
What do you mean?
Detroit?
That kind of like in your own boroughs.
Segregation?
Yeah. Or is everybody just trying to survive?
I think it's, you don't really see the distinct, like Hamtramck was a huge Polish population growing up. And
Partially
now,
still is.
And now it's much more Albanian.
Yeah, I would say that. Well, hipsters, Albanians.
Right.
A lot of rats.
Yeah. A few rats.
Like the animal?
Oh, the animal, yeah. Sometimes at night it'll look
Hipsters,
like...
Albanians, and rats.
It'll look like the ground's moving. There's so many
That
rats.
sounds like a Warren Zevon album.
I was going to say that's like such an odd
with
list.
With the new law, let's see how long the Albanians stay there.
Greener pastures,
I'm kidding, Avedis. You remember me. No, it's true though. Like there were definitely pockets where it was like these were Italians, these were Irish, and like that still left Mexican town.
Detroit, though, and I find it's interesting in the North versus the South, where I've always said the South is much more integrated than the North ever was.
Huge.
Like when I started touring the country, I was always surprised because, you know, you hear how racist the South is and it's sort of, you know, these rumors. And then you get down there and you're like, oh, this is really an integrated place where when you go into the North, there's a definite line between like the black and white communities compared to anywhere else. And it's kind of bizarre, to be honest.
So I grew up in West Texas, and from what I've heard, because I wasn't there, it was very like we talk to each other, you could be friends, but you could never date. Like that was the line. The line was we stay with our own, you stay with your own, but you can be friends. Like
who made you?
Yeah, we broke the lines a little bit on that one.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was kind of a similar thing, but not that distinct of a line.
Sure.
Which is it's interesting the difference between that, because you'd think Yankees up there would be completely all together. And
well, all those Rust Belt cities.
We had a whole fight about it.
Well, like Ellis Island. I mean, people came over from Ireland,
bit of a scrap.
It was
Germany and Poland and wherever they came from, and you landed on Ellis Island, and you hung with your people. And so when people would go to Cleveland or Pittsburgh, Detroit, Chicago, and they would contact their family back home and say, "Hey, this is where there's opportunity. You should come here." Mm-hmm. And so you ended up having a lot more Irish that would gravitate towards their, what they knew. Here's the new country they're living in now. Mm-hmm. So it just made sense.
Well, yeah, and they would come in along the Rust Belt, but then you would also get a lot of Southerners once there was, Henry Ford, and you had the assembly line and all these people coming up. So
and cars. Now you're traveling.
So you have a distance. Yeah, you have a lot of like people that came up from the South. So even in Detroit now, that's kind of Taylor, Michigan, where like you're like, this is odd to have so many Confederate flags right by the border of such a completely all black area. But it was because of the different cultures that came up during sort of the Industrial Revolution.
Right.
And then when you look at like crime, like the Purple Gang that were Jews, they were ruthless criminals in Detroit. Then you had Italians, you had the Irish gangs in New York. Like, dude, read on them. Those dudes were crazy. Just brutal. So, but that's kind of how they all stuck together, because otherwise they were going to get nowhere in society.
Right.
There was, and it's all very interesting. And Detroit was one of those cities, a lot like New York, a lot like Cleveland, a lot like Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, certain areas that just kind of followed that line all the way to Chicago.
I find all that stuff very, very interesting. Like Thomas Sowell has written a lot about that, the integration in the South between the whites and the blacks. And you think about in the South, blacks and whites that's the two demographics. Mm-hmm. Like there's Hispanics and Latinos, but that's closer to the border. And in the South, it's all black and white. So now I feel like there is a lot of like kindred spirit. There's a lot of culture that is overlaps, like barbecue, both cultures completely. So I feel like going into the future, there's more of that kind of, okay, we're together down here. I mean, I may be wrong. I'm not from the South. I'm from the West. Well,
how big was your Hmong population in West Texas?
Massive.
Let me ask you that. Okay.
Just massive.
Yeah.
I would say Hmongs are at least 38% of America.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Hmong.
And having them eat it,
though.
Having them deep fried it. Just that they put that in there, I was like, why are you doing this? Why don't you just put the race you meant?
It was so gratuitous.
It's like a racist.
Okay. Yeah, what? I just said that. I said okay to. It's almost like something.
Was God?
Hello?
Hello?
Huh?
It's me, Margaret.
Are you listening to me? I'm having trouble in 8th grade. Periods. What's on my chair? Periods. Blood everywhere. Periods. Uh-oh.
Hey, Derek, thanks for being on the show, man. I appreciate you being on the show.
Another perfect segue.
Another perfect segue.
Boom.
Right to the end of the show.
I'm sorry, I thought we were doing the musical I wrote, Periods.
Oh, yes. We're saving it for later.
Oh, yes. That was embarrassing.
Did God just tell you to...
It's the sequel to It's Me, Margaret.
Yeah.
Are you there, God? Hey, God, are you there? It's me, Margaret, I meant. And it's called Hey, Satan, why all this blood? It's about Grimace milkshakes.
It's purple.
Yep. It's about a group of ragtag teens.
Okay.
Yeah, who play baseball, and they stuff it in their old oyster hole to stop the river.
Baseball.
It is America. It is America's pastime.
It'll work.
It's softball.
Their old clam trap. You want to see how long we stay on this network.
The old velvet igloo.
How much can we draw on these apps?
I've never heard that.
That's a good one.
You got some good ones today, Derek. That's
I
awesome.
like the velvet igloo. Chili.
Sometimes it is.
Chili in there.
A little frosty.
Someone doesn't want it. No. You can see Dare coming up, by the way, and his velvet igloo puppet at
My skin tag tour.
yes, at the
My
skin tag tour.
penis tour.
Tell them where you're going to be, son.
Be at Main Street Comedy at Genopolis in Brighton, Michigan on July 20th. Wyandotte, Michigan Comedy Room at Portofino on August 18th. Las Vegas, MGM Grand at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club on August 21st. Harrah's Casino in Cherokee, North Carolina in September. And then Owasso, Michigan, Lebowski Center for the Arts, October 5th. All my dates are at DerekRichards.com.
Thank you very much. We wanted to make sure you had every plug-in for the next 6 years. Yes.
Suck it.
You can also go to his website.
No, but go
Get more
see
plugs.
Derek. He's honestly one of my favorite comics. I met him in Florida many years ago when I was still drinking.
Yes.
And we were both from Michigan, and I think I was 21 or 22.
Yeah.
And yeah, we met, my buddy Sean was with me, and we were in Jupiter, Florida.
Sebring, Florida.
Sebring, Florida.
In the middle of nowhere.
Where is that?
In the middle of nowhere.
I still can't tell you, because I will tell you they
Honestly?
served whiskey.
Don't know.
And that was quite a night.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, Derek's one of the few comics that have seen me drunk. And you want to describe that for the audience?
We had an absolute blast. He was out there smoking and drinking. And I remember you telling him, I'll never forget this, was it your friend Sean that dressed up one time for Christmas or for Halloween? He put on
both did.
A Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
And a tracksuit, and they went as casual Hitler.
Yeah, that was us.
It's a great costume.
It's a great costume.
Which would now get everyone upset.
Oh my god! But
This Halloween.
Oh my god! Casual Hitler.
Casual Hitler. So if you're thinking of any ideas for a good outfit this year,
There
or
you go.
costume,
Go to Party City and ask for the casual Hitler.
Send us the photos.
Yes.
We want to see the photos. The before and after you get beat up.
And that's not just the casual Hitler that you can use on your igloo.
On the velvet igloo?
The velvet igloo. I'll have seconds.
Slap it up.
This weekend, you can see me and Charlton Heston from earlier at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida, July 14th and 15th. That is this weekend. And the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. Derek and I will be there July 21 and 22. And July 28 and 29, the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska. And why not more? August 3, 4, and 5, you can see me at the Comedy Castle. It still says Royal Oak, Michigan. August 3, 4, and 5. You can come and see Davey Delicious, but I'm not always billed as that. Usually it's Dave Landau, but if it does say Davey Delicious, that's me.
Just go.
That's good. You can always find me on the Nerdrotic channel, Friday Night Tights. This Friday, as always. Eventually, we're going to get Dave on. My personal channel on Sunday. We're playing video games, and back on Adam Krigler's channel on Monday. Ooh, for Base Staff Monday. It's gonna be fun.
What's we doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Oh, a special friend, which actually I don't even know if I could call him a friend anymore because he assaulted me. And I found just now during the show, there's still hair. There's still hair in my seat. Gary Beekler from Nerdrotic is going to be the guest for tomorrow, so please show up. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're
and I'm
going to
wear
have
a hat.
A special long sketch tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes, we have a very special.
We should measure it.
Very special measure tomorrow. It's
a
going
long
to be
one.
It's going to be meaty. So I want you guys to join us at the top of the show. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you, Derek Richards, for coming in. We're going to have you
Thanks
back
for
soon.
having me, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Angela, as always.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you'll be back tomorrow
I'll be
because
here.
you work here and do a
here.
lot, and she lives at the desk.
Right there.
See you tomorrow, same time, Same place.
Bye.